What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all the news after Week 14 here in our Columbus Aviators franchise, where the Aviators picked up their third loss of the season to the Oakland Raiders. A really disappointing game from the Aviators, especially on the defensive side of the ball that could not do anything against the Raiders offense with their backup quarterback. Now, granted, the Raiders do have quite a lot of offensive weapons, but when they are going up against a backup quarterback, we certainly expect a lot more from them. Our offense didn't do great in the first half. They really picked it up in the second half, whereas our defense kind of picked it up a bit in the second half too, but at that point, it was too little too late, and the Aviators fall to 10-3 on the season. Next up, we have our division rival, the Jacksonville Jaguars, who are only 2 games behind us. Now, this gets interesting, and I'll explain why in a minute. I did not mean to click that at all. We're going to go ahead and scout some players really quick, see what we got going on. Again, pretty much the only thing we're doing at the moment is looking for best players available. We don't really have a whole lot of needs. Finding a backup quarterback might be a thing that we want to go for if we're getting some injuries going on, but we do have a few players that we like as well. We don't really need a running back, but we can scout a few of these guys, kind of see what they have to offer, just get extra traits there. And then this guy looks really good, Adrian Collins, actually. You know what, we'll keep an eye on him again. We're pretty much set with every single starter. The only thing we're really trying to do is look for best player available. So right now, that's what we will focus on. Let's see, 6'4". He's rated out as a first-round talent. This guy's second round, but they have the same exact thing. I don't quite get that. Let's see, any other wide receivers that we can scout here? Go down the list a bit. A tight end, we can scout a bit more. Again, we do have to make a decision on whether or not we would like to bring back Wayne Chapman. Now, Wayne Chapman's definitely a guy I like on this team, and I would like to bring him back. However, we do need to at least keep in mind or have somebody else, you know, there just in case we decide otherwise. We're going to have to be very cautious with how we spend this money coming up, and that might be an important decision that comes back to us. Let's see, I can scout one more player. Let's just do that. Look at that offensive line a little bit. Now, back to what I was saying before on why this was such an interesting thing. Because if you look here, 2 of our last 3 games are against the Jaguars. Now, we just lost to the Raiders. If we lose these 2 games, the Jaguars win the division, potentially. Probably. They probably, yeah, because they'd have the tiebreaker on us. I guess there was one other game that could potentially decide it, but certainly it's in a position that we don't necessarily want to be in. We can look at the division right now in the playoff picture, and as you can see, the Steelers are still dominating. They are 12-1, and it looks like they are probably going to win the AFC here. The Jets coming in here at number 3, and well, they're going to be a wild card team right there. And then you have the the Ravens too. So Dolphins, nope, yep, no, wait, where's north, south, east? Where's the West at? They're so far down. The Chargers at 6 and 7. My goodness. I don't even know what I was thinking. I know a lot of those teams are in the same division. But yeah, the Chargers. Wow, that division is really struggling there. And the Raiders, who just beat us. Unbelievable. I cannot believe we lost to that team. Every once in a while, I feel like Madden just has designated losses, where no matter what you do, Madden has already decided that you lost that game. I mean, we tried every defensive formation that we possibly could against them, and just nothing worked. Russell Wilson, 35-46, 3 passing touchdowns for him. Alec Ogletree with 2 sacks, an interception, and a touchdown. Chris Harris Jr., 5 tackles, 2 interceptions. And there he is, Sean Renfree, 28-35, 457 passing yards, 4 touchdowns again. We tried so many different things. Absolutely nothing was working against him. And, you know, that's really disheartening, because if we get into a situation like that in the playoffs, it's one and done. We're going home, and our chances to repeat are over just like that. So our team definitely needs to get it together a bit. Marshawn Lynch is out of this game, out for 6 weeks. That's a big blow to a team that's looking to make the playoffs here. And then Wes Garrett, broken femur, out for 23 weeks, only 21 years old. That is a huge blow. They put him on the IR, and not having him, you know, that's not a wasted draft pick. He could come back next year, but that's definitely pretty brutal to see something like that happen on a player that you invest a draft pick on. And as you can see, he was likely their starter. Instead, they are going to roll forward with Geno Smith. They have Chris Gayton behind him. Running back, Carlos Hyde. So again, Marshawn Lynch, another big blow to their team. And then Charles Sims. At fullback, Marcel Reese going to be their wide receiver. Allen Robinson, Emmanuel Sanders, Reggie Kelly, Casey Thomas, and Mike Jordan at tight end. Julius Thomas and Andrew Corliss. Left tackle, they have Beecham here. At left guard, Malcolm Cole. At center, Ben Jones. At right guard, they have Brandon Linder, a very good right guard there. And at right tackle, Linder. Not the best offensive line, but they have a few anchors there. Josh Gardner at left end, Eli Harold at right end. At defensive tackle, Jesse Williams and Sylvester Williams. Not a good defense at all from what I am seeing here. Perry Riley Jr. is there, but overall, I mean, this defense is not very good. Telvin Smith, a good right outside linebacker. I mean, we are hoping that our offense can take advantage of such a poor defense. You know, our offense has been struggling a bit of late. They do have Vincent Snow, a very good player that we have watched grow into a superstar here. But other than that, really quite a lot of holes on this team. I'd like to say should be another winnable game, but, you know, after that loss to the Raiders, nothing is certain. I will say I'm very shocked that team has posted an 8-5 record so far. They certainly don't seem to have the talent to pull that off. I don't know how they keep opponents from scoring, but, you know, Vincent Snow's a playmaker, man, and if you make one big play at the right moment of a game, it can completely change it around. Maybe that happened, I don't know. What I do know is we are going to need to see more from our team. We cannot drop another game like we did to the Raiders. Those are unacceptable, and it does have me worried come playoff time. What if we make another mistake similar to that? Yearly awards, let's check out the MVP race. Max Austin still leading the way. Le'Veon Bell, number 3, Josh Broussard 2, Cam Newton at 4, Tyson Russell falling from number 3 to number 5 there, Ewing at 6, Flacco 7, Roethlisberger 8, Bridgewater 9, Andrew Luck at 10. Guys, that is going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button if you did, and I will see you guys in Week 15 as we take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Later.